Let's do it, Jim. Oh, you forgot. You forgot. I didn't, but you did.
I did.
To the quad.
It was the Quad
It was the Quad Podcast.
Podcast.
It was a podcast
It was
smash.
the Quad
It caught on in a flash.
Podcast.
It was the Quad
It was the
Podcast.
Quad
It was the Quad Podcast.
Podcast.
It was a podcast
It was the
smash.
Quad
It caught on in a flash.
Podcast.
It was the Quad Podcast.
It's October, dog.
It is October. It is spooky season. What's up, everybody? This is Chris Young. As always, I've got on my left and my right producer Josh.
Hello, hello, hello.
Haley the Bear.
I am so excited for all of these little fancy animations that Moncel had lined up.
Yeah, Moncel is doing some work back there. And unfortunately, we are without Ryan from Miami. Obviously, for the second time in less than a month, there's going to be a major, major hurricane. And this time it is aimed at Florida. So I hope everybody's safe.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a direct hit on Tampa.
Yeah, which is obviously where Ryan lives half the time. For those of you that are new to the quad, that is where he is located out of when he is not currently in Nashville. We wish he was here, but he's covering obviously the storm for one of the other outlets that he works for, and we just hope everybody is safe.
I think it's still supposed to hit tomorrow.
I think so. I could be incorrect
so
about that,
everyone's
but
boarding everything back up, even though there's still a bunch of the streets lined up with debris, still trying to get cleaned up from the storm surges from the last one. So that's really not ideal, but
and obviously everyone's donating. We talked about it last week. I actually found somewhere to donate to that went to a specific 501c3 charity.
Nice.
And now it's as specific as that is, and it's an area in North Carolina, and all of the things that I've found. If you can donate somewhere, donate. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's $5. It just sucks.
Yeah, $5 could be a case of water that gets people through another couple days.
Exactly. So wherever you want to donate, honestly, as long as it's a legitimate charity, or even if it's a blanket charity like the Red Cross, wherever you want to go, we'll put some links on our socials today. But Rye, we love you. Be safe, buddy. All right.
Get an umbrella.
I don't think that's
Not going to be enough. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Now we're going to be funny. If this is your first time to the quad, obviously there's normally 4 of us, but we do 4 topics every week: music, movies, sports, and a hot take.
I don't know if you know this. I do humor to deflect everything
I
in my
know
life.
you do.
so-
I know. Trust me. I self-deprecate to deflect off of everything in my life.
It's like, oh, it's getting really heavy in here. Time for a joke.
Let's make a funny. All right. Well, let's go to the poll.
and unlike Ryan, I have it pulled up already.
Polls are very important. Let's filibuster.
Polls.
We do them every week here at the poll.
Well, so last week's poll was the best fast food sandwich, any sandwich, and the winner was with 43%. Wendy's Junior Bacon
Let's go!
Cheeseburger.
Let's go.
Second place with 28% was Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Sandwich.
You guys are sleeping on that Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich.
You know what? I did go get a spicy chicken sandwich.
See?
After that. It did sound good.
You guys are sleeping. Caught you lacking out here on the quad. All right, let's go to music first.
Music.
Just because I can, because it's Moncel. For those of you that are not watching online, Moncel just had a fail.
You hit the wrong button. What
He hit the wrong
Hit
button.
the wrong button.
happens to all of us? It's
Yeah.
okay, buddy.
It is music, not sports, Monzel. We went to music first. Oh, trust me, I'm excited about sports too. Do you not see the hat? Steelers fans hate me right now, but we'll get into that in a minute. For music, obviously, again, if you missed a couple weeks, Young Love and Saturday Nights did go number one. That is my 14th number one. I'm very excited about that. Got a chance to introduce a new artist at the Opry, which was really, really cool.
That's fun.
Shaylin, I got a chance to go up there and introduce her for her very first Opry performance. And Vince Gill was there. Brad Paisley was there. It was a wild backstage at the Opry. It was really, really cool. And a lot of other people as well. It wasn't just the three of them. So cool to catch up with everybody and be able to do that for another artist, which is a lot of fun.
We always love to see people's dreams come true. So what
man.
a cool opportunity.
I remember playing the Opry the very first time. It was right after I had won Nashville Star. And I was nervous as hell. So it's really amazing to see other people live out their dreams and get to that point in their career. So very, very cool. The crowd was amazing, as always. Shout out to you guys. And yeah, it was fun. It was a cool weekend.
That's really great.
And also, I don't want to leave this out because it seems like I was doing 18 things all last week, every single day. But Drew Baldridge had his number one party.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I got to be there, and he cried.
How could you
He
not?
cried.
How could you
Yeah.
not?
He
Well,
accomplished
you're talking
something
about-
no one else has. So
Yeah. For those of you guys that don't know, the song that he had go number one, he funded himself.
And not only did he do that, it's his first number one. So it was a bunch
Yeah.
of firsts.
And he's been around town for a very long time. Really good dude. If you haven't checked out Drew's music, please, please, please go check his music out. He's incredible. So it was a very busy week, but it was a good week. What about you, Josh?
Enjoying some time home. We're almost done for the year. 5 more shows this month, and then that's it until
Then you get to check out for a little bit.
not just a little bit until May of next year.
Oh,
Sam's taking
okay.
some time off, so that is very exciting for me. And I did go see. I don't know if you're familiar with the Icelandic band Sigur Rós. So they played the Ryman last Tuesday
Yeah.
with a 40-piece orchestra.
Oh, that's a good one.
Does that fit on the stage?
Barely.
Yeah.
They were all crammed on top of each other for sure.
Jeez, I was like, I know that place is like, I know the Ryman is an amazing place to listen to music, but the stage isn't massive.
It was not, but it was a. And for anyone listening at home, Sigur Rós, it's like Icelandic instrumental, emotional, orchestral sort of music. He uses his voice not as like writing songs, but as like an instrument itself. It's very niche, but was incredible and such a cool experience. The second time I've seen them. I saw them once in Kansas City many, many years ago.
Well, I hope everybody gets a chance to go see something like that, because whether you're like a huge fan of orchestra performances or not, you need to go see at least one.
Absolutely.
One of the best ones I've ever seen, which I don't think I'll ever be able to top, was John Williams.
I've heard of him.
Heard of him. But it was amazing. Absolutely incredible. So, all right, what are you listening to this week, guys?
So I'm really sad because I think this band doesn't exist anymore, but they had one great song and like a little EP that I loved, and it's DNC. that had Joe Jonas in
Run
it.
DNC.
No, it DNCE, right?
Oh, DNCE.
The,
Yes.
Yeah.
the
Sorry.
Democratic National Convention. They have it every year.
No.
They have it every year.
No.
DNCE and Cake by the Ocean is my song, just because that song.
I'll mute you. I know where that button is.
I'm just kicking the hornet's nest.
I know. Good Lord. I don't
There's a
do
little
politics.
spider.
You know this.
Nope, just register and do your civic duty.
I don't do politics. We don't talk about it.
I would love to.
No. William Michael Morgan, Lonesomeville
Hey.
is my song this week.
He has such a soothing voice to listen to.
That popped on, and I was like, I
That's-
really like this song. I'd completely forgotten about it. And
Even though I gave a lot of love to Sigur Rós, and I think you should check them out. The actual song that I'm picking is "Daddy's Money" by Ricochet.
she got her daddy's
It's
money.
so good.
Mama's good
That
looks.
song is so fun.
People forget,
I did
Not
forget
me.
all about that song.
not me.
The more laughs than a stack of comic books line and a country song just crushes.
It's just smart, good writing. Love to see it.
Also, technically, I guess this will be in the sports section, but I want to say shout out to the WWE for having me and Stacy. I got to bring him out to just sit there and watch the spectacle that is WWE wrestling in Nashville at Bridgestone, and it was incredible. They had this crazy ladder match at one point, and people are jumping off the top of ladders backwards into somebody else, and it was just insane.
Were you a wrestling fan growing up?
I was actually mainly because some of the people that I followed when I was a kid obviously were much older then, and some unfortunately aren't with us now. But I've still kept up with it.
Have you?
And you'll actually see Stacy on the bus if we're just sitting there. And sometimes I'll just look over and he's just watching wrestling clips.
Is it old ones though, or is it new stuff?
No, it's a mix. It's a
Yeah.
mixed bag. So I was like, I know he wants to go to this, and so he was who I took with me for that. But did an interview backstage, hung out. Hardy was there.
That's on brand.
So
When
it was really cool.
when I worked for Universal Studios, there was a guy who, because they used to film a lot of the WWE stuff and there's sound stages there. There was a guy who always tried to get me, like tried to recruit me to be one of the female wrestlers. And I was like,
You should have.
well, first I remember I started my knee problems in high school at 18. So I had already torn my ACL at that time. And I couldn't handle the fact of if I had to lose, quote unquote. So I was like,
Who wants to tell her?
Who wants to tell her?
So I was like, you would have to have me win every round. I know it's choreographed, so because I would not be, I would fail.
Wait,
wait, it's not?
What?
Huh?
I mean, Stone
by the
Cold
way-
Steve Austin had terrible knees, and he still had a long career.
See,
He wore the
he
brace.
has a point. He has a point. I
What
will
would
also-
Haley's name be? Should we come up with a wrestling name for her right now?
Jesus.
Is it the bear?
Just come
She just
out.
comes out with a bear pelt on. Just
It's like
Ring walk.
glass shatters, and you hear
yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
comes the bear.
Actually, that would be funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you ever, if they asked like to do the Royal Rumble, would you do it?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would be a dream of mine to be in the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble, for those of you that are not wrestling fans, it's one of the main events. They have 12 events every year, once a month, one of the big events. And Royal Rumble is like every 2 minutes. It starts with 2 people in the ring, and every 2 minutes they send another person into the ring. And the only way to be eliminated is you get thrown over the top rope onto the ground. You have to hit the ground. If you get thrown over and you hold on and get back over, you're fine.
I just feel like I would cut the sleeves off this, put a cowboy hat on, and run in the ring right now. Why not?
I mean, honestly, Should we set up a Royal Rumble music row? Just invite all of our friends. See what happens.
See what happens. It's just somebody's going to get hurt. Is what would happen.
Absolutely. Let's
And
find out.
I don't know
It
if you
won't
know
be
this,
us.
but more of our friends are also broken.
Exactly. I like my odds already.
I love my odds.
But yeah, so and then it gets all the way up to potentially 30 people in the ring at once, and then it's just throwing people over. And once you land, you get thrown out. I think it'd be really fun.
I think it would be cool.
A great fundraising event.
I bet we could get a lot of people to do it too. I bet there's a ton.
I bet that an overwhelming majority of country artists in Nashville would be down.
Put a pin in that. We got to figure that
We're
out.
gonna stick with it. Hey, WWE, hit me up. All right,
Royal Wrangle. What do we
no.
national?
Oh, my God.
I'll figure it out.
Oh my God, the Royal Wrangler.
Yeah, that's good.
Sponsored by Wrangler.
Sponsored by
jeans.
Wrangler. Oh my gosh, we're gonna make so much money. Holy cow! This
We're
is
gonna make
genius.
so much money.
This is so genius.
no.
We'll give it all for charity. It's fine.
Exactly. That's the fun part.
I know. All right, we got to figure out how.
All
to
right,
do this.
we get it.
Someone call CMT immediately.
Oh God. All right, let's go to sports.
Nope, wrong one.
Oh, Josh!
We are on it today.
You just called him out and then did the same
I
thing.
said we all do it. I'm there in
Montel's-
solidarity with him.
I know where the
Dancing
buttons are.
over there.
I don't even use this rig, and I know where the buttons
It's
are.
fine.
Okay. By the way, Monsell, I just want to say this as an aside. Again, if you're not following us on YouTube, please go follow us. Monsell, will you throw that up on the page real fast? That is youtube.com/@thequadwithcy. And if my friend Jordo is listening to this right now, I'm so sorry. Because so many spiders have crawled across the screen in the first 15 minutes.
I
He's
love it.
deathly afraid of spiders.
Interesting. I don't love them.
Deathly afraid. Oh, and there's another one. So there you go.
Did I ever tell you my traumatizing spider story?
I don't want to know because I don't like spiders. I can deal with pretty much any other animal. The thing that terrified me the first time I went to Australia, I just knew
They're huge over there.
the Sydney funnel web spider was going to find me.
Absolutely not.
In my hotel room. I knew it was going to happen, and it didn't, luckily. But
You would have never made it. You would have never made it.
oh no! It's okay. Go ahead and tell us. It's spooky season.
So I used to work foundation repair and mud jacking.
No.
for houses.
All right, I already know.
And I was at a old farmhouse in Spring Hill, Kansas, just south of Kansas City. And we had to pull a basement wall back about 4 feet. It had bowed in. And so the way you do that is you dig down to the footing on the outside, you drill a hole through the wall, and you drive steel into the bedrock until you hit maximum torque, and then you can pull the wall back. So in order to do that, you have to have someone on the inside holding the hydraulic head up while you're pushing the steel into the ground. And I opened the door to this basement, and I don't know if you've seen the movie Arachnophobia,
I have.
but
That's what it looked like.
times a lot. It was
See that stuff again.
Like it.
I used to crawl underneath houses in Florida, and it didn't bother me.
Florida is not dry Kansas. So
No, but we do have Jurassic Park down there.
that's who wants to tell her?
Who wants to?
Who wants to tell her? So
It's not real.
I opened the door and I was like, no effing way am I going in there. And they're like, sorry, man. You're the guy. Go for it.
You lost like the rock, paper, scissors to go down there.
100%. So I put on goggles, a hard hat. I duct taped my gloves to my jacket so that there was
I quit immediately.
And I held this thing for like 3 hours watching spiders drop onto my arms and crawl up and drop in front of my face.
Okay,
and,
all right. That's enough. That's
And
enough. That's
yeah,
enough. I don't like it. I'm
I'm
very unhappy now.
I had to mentally go to my happy place from Happy Gilmore. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, I'm not here. I'm just holding
It's all
this
in the
70-pound.
hips.
Yeah, exactly. And that's enough to change a man. And that's how I ended up here.
Oh God.
I did
Oh,
quit.
God.
I did quit right after that.
I wonder
It was because of a snake, honestly.
Oh wow.
By the way, dude, in arachnophobia, I don't know if you know this. Kill it with fire. Like he literally goes and gets a flamethrower.
I should have lit myself on fire. That would have
You
been
would've
the
been
answer.
fine.
Yeah,
You
that
would've
would
been
been fine. Great.
Oh, he's on fire.
He's on fire.
Yeah. Let's talk about Vanderbilt.
Oh man.
That was the most hype
I
have seen
by the way,
Nashville in a hot second.
If you have a gambling problem, 1-800-BETS-OFF is the national hotline for gambling issues. Do not ever go down that route where you get yourself in a position you shouldn't be in with gambling. That being said, I bet on Vandy.
That had to have been a pretty good
It was fantastic.
what was did you bet just money line? What was the
Straight money line.
Yeah, because that
Now it was after the kick, so it
Okay.
wasn't
It
the
wasn't-
plus 1100.
it wasn't
but-
1100 at one at
Oh
at
yeah,
the start?
before the game it was plus
Golly.
1100.
Yep.
Golly.
But wow, the SEC. It honestly, I'm scared for the Longhorns because
They have a statement
we
they have to make.
we have to go play. By the way, actually, I will say last week now looks way better because all of the SEC could win at any given point any week. I think a 2-loss SEC team makes it in easily to
It's-
the end of the year.
We're going to have quite the debate when it comes to
It's-
Selection
it's
Sunday.
going to get so strange. But the other thing I was going to say is we have Oklahoma and then we have Georgia back to back.
That's
And now that Georgia's lost, they don't feel like they can lose again.
yep.
That is going to be a rough couple of weeks, but I would love to see Arch Manning over Quinn Ewers. I think Quinn Ewers is fantastic, but I just want to see consistency. And I think since he got in, you can't take him back out. It's sort of like how Tom Brady got his job in the NFL.
Absolutely.
It's not that Drew Bledsoe wasn't good.
It's
No,
just
Drew
the other was
Bledsoe-
better.
Yeah, or Justin Herbert for Tyrod Taylor. Taylor was going to be
Yeah.
the starter for the Chargers.
Yeah.
He the doctor pokes his lung on accident, and all of a sudden, no longer has a job. Going back to that Vandy win,
Yeah.
my favorite part of it. So Vandy beats Alabama 40-35. My favorite part, absolute
Them
favorite.
going down Broadway.
I mean, it was cool that they tore down the goalpost and took it down Broadway and threw it in the river. Like
2 miles.
2 miles. That's a dedication from a bunch of pre-med students that
Yeah.
are not, how we say, the most athletic people we've ever seen in our entire lives.
Oh, whoa. First of all, one of our friends, Mr. Washington over at Tin Roof, would be very upset to hear you say that. And
I'm just looking at the
he is a
majority.
very athletic man.
That's fine. I'm looking at the majority of the students that are carrying that, not the exception.
Yeah.
do you agree or disagree, Monsell?
Absolutely. That's my point. But it was not that. That was awesome, but it wasn't that. It was that after the game,
Yes.
on the
yes.
screen and through the PA, they play a clip of former Coach Saban saying
The easiest.
the easiest place to win in the SEC is at Vanderbilt. And they had it queued up.
They did.
Ready to go.
They've been waiting
That
for
is-
that moment.
And
That
played
is
it right
brutal.
within like seconds of winning. They played it through the whole
That
system.
was-
Okay, so I actually had, that was on Saturday, so that was when I was at the Opry. So I basically set it and forget it. I placed the bet, I leave, I come out of the Opry after introducing somebody else and see they won.
It's great. It's great.
It was incredible.
Vandy kept receipts. Good for them.
Yes. I loved every second. of
Monsell
that.
and I,
Don't worry, I'm sure somebody will keep receipts of the video I posted on TikTok last night.
and this is a good learning experience. Monsell and I talked about this morning before camera. you got to watch the teams that have to play a really, really tough game the week before. They're going to tire themselves out. Alabama put all of their heat in that Georgia game, and they were vulnerable by the next week.
And to be honest, Monsell actually told someone to bet Vandy money line before the game kicked.
Yeah.
So if I'd listened to you, it would have been even bigger of a win. But
should we have a whole segment?
Buddy,
Monsell picks.
Yeah.
Monsell's picks.
Yeah.
Monsell's pick of the week.
Kentucky by 100.
Kentucky by 1,000,000.
I got you, dog.
All right.
I really hate that Ryan isn't here.
Yeah. Do you think he ducked this on purpose?
I think he purposely.
Yeah, he manufactured.
He purposely missed today for the real reason. It's not because of the hurricane. It's because the Gators beat UCF.
National champion, UCF.
Woof.
And it's not like it was a close game. So
I would call him, but I know he's probably in the middle of something else
probably
that's
on-
way
on
more
camera,
important.
yeah.
So I might have to reflect on this win next week.
I mean, this was a wild weekend in college sports and pro sports.
Yeah, Tennessee loses to Arkansas. Mizzou loses. Everyone's losing.
If
If you were top 10, you are no longer top 10 anymore.
I'm glad
This
the Longhorns
actually-
didn't play this week.
This actually makes me happy because that means the Gators still might have a chance with 2 losses. Maybe.
We'll see.
We still have a hard.
I don't know.
We still have a hard schedule, and
Shaky.
we don't have the best team. So, in reality,
You won the
no.
one that you needed to, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Moving to the NFL. You go ahead.
call it fate. Call it luck. Call it karma. If you've never seen Ghostbusters, then you
classic.
won't get that reference.
Classic.
But everyone was saying the Steelers were going to just blow through the Cowboys. And there have been so many people in the comments, and I can tell, actually, is this camera, right?
No, he's blocking it.
Leaning into
Okay.
the camera.
Hi, America.
Hi, I have something to say.
Zoom.
Zoom in on it.
Steelers fans that don't even remember the last time that the Cowboys and the Steelers played and were both relevant at the same time just love to try and dunk on the Cowboys and talk about how much they hate them. The Steelers organization is a fantastic organization. They actually had me sing the national anthem one time when my dad was going through cancer and got us tickets. Like that organization is top notch. I have no problem with that. But just like any other team, some of their fans like to chirp. And so guess what? I'm a chirp back. That's a W. We manufactured, and I say we because I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. I am unabashed about it. I have never hidden that. I was not there on that field, but you can be damn sure that I text Dak Prescott immediately after that win and was like, yes, dude, you get your dub. We are missing so many players. It was pouring rain and lightning before that game. That game kicked so late for a night game. We were in your house, and we won.
The sign off.
Yeah.
It's the fire for me. It's the fire for me.
Monsell, you are on point.
Thank you, Monsell. I appreciate that.
It reminded me of a Chiefs win where there's a couple mistakes, but if
Good teams find a way to get the W. It doesn't matter if it's by 1 or by 100.
whether you throw 2 picks or not, it doesn't really matter as long as you score the touchdown when it matters. And so that's kind of...
They were like, he threw 2 picks. I'm like, he also threw that dot right at the end of the game into the
Yeah, he
corner of
did.
the end zone.
It was very intense at the end of the game.
It wasn't
like,
that one. There was what, a 30-yarder to Tolbert over the middle
yeah.
that was
Yeah.
just like, it was a perfect throw. There
Just
was
money.
Yeah. So anyway,
And by the way, we're missing both of our edge rushers. The guy that was filling in for either Parsons or Lawrence went down in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Look, team win. That whole team balled out. And I was just very, very happy because I thought I was going to be very, very sad. So I'm enjoying the victory lap, and you can't take that from me. So how about them Cowboys?
Well, I know everyone is like, the Bears, the Bears, the Bears. I will not say if...
Will you ever just enjoy a win?
She can't do it.
No, I'm serious.
She can't do it.
Because I don't know if it's real or not, because we haven't played, first of all, anyone in our division yet until November 17th is our first divisional game. And after that, it's like the hardest schedule.
NFC North after that.
Enjoy the W.
Yeah, I because coming up.
We've already said the NFL is
okay.
Possibly intoxicated this season.
Let me finish. Our next game, we just played the Rams. They have nobody in. Glad we beat them. The Panthers, they're the Panthers. The next game is the Jaguars. Then after that is the Commanders, who are
they're good,
looking great. And then it's the Cardinals. Then it's the Patriots. And then we finally hit
and the
our
Cardinals
division.
just beat the 49ers.
And then once we hit our division, our games literally go Packers, Vikings, Lions, 49ers, Vikings, Lions, Seahawks, and Packers. The end of our season is going to be the tell-all of can we beat good teams, because it's nothing but good teams. Literally.
By the way, since it is spooky season and I have no fear, I want all the smoke. And to the 3 random Eagles fans that were sitting there after I stayed at my house all morning making sure the Halloween decorations were right, hanging with my friends, and decided to go out for the night game to watch the Cowboys play and risk it because everybody just loves to yell at you if you're a Cowboys fan. Suck it. They were like chirping, I guess because they're birds. I don't know. I was like, why are you even yelling at me right now? Like, why are we getting the Go Birds scream from 3 random people out in Nashville? I was like, what are you doing?
Dang.
Like, why am I getting yelled at? Like, we're not playing you.
I just realized our next week's game is an 8:30 game because it's overseas.
Yep, you're early. I want all the smoke today. Just bring it.
Come on. You take it. Tonight, little Glee versus Moncel.
Uh-oh.
How are you feeling about it? You quietly confident, or you just, what are you doing over there? We'll see. Yeah.
You know what, Moncel?
Oh, I meant
but
Chiefs Saints, not fantasy.
Yeah. You know what, Moncel? Guess who's on your side this week? Because he is up against me tonight in fantasy football.
Salad Rashid Shaheed. Let's go. Let's go.
No Rashid Shaheed.
I need Kareem Hunt, please. Thank you.
I also need Kareem Hunt.
Were you, like a long time ago, were you Kareem of Wheat one year?
No, I don't think any one of ours.
That was somebody in one of my leaves. That was their fantasy name.
I love that.
I was
that was in like 2018, 2019.
Yeah, it was a while back. But yeah, I have Olave left to play. So, I mean, you know who I'm rooting for. I'm right there with you, Moncel. Let's go watch it and sit next to each other and hug. Come on.
Don't bet on the Chiefs.
Yeah, how many times do I have to tell you?
Do not.
And it's at
bet the Chiefs to cover.
And it's at home, and if we wear the all reds today, so help me God. So help me God.
I so want you to wear the all reds tonight.
I will bet my mortgage against the Chiefs. I promise you. I promise you I'll do that. We will find out in the next couple hours the diagnosis on Rashee Rice and whether or not I think
because they keep going back and forth.
I think he's done.
No, I think he's not. I think that they've ruled out the ACL. They think it's a PCL injury, and he's 6 to 8 weeks, which means we could have him back by the playoffs.
For the playoffs, which would be huge.
Which there is a scenario if the Chiefs, and thankfully we've knocked out 4 straight wins, which is front loaded and stacked us to at least be okay moving on in the season.
Because it was opposite last year.
It was. We were playing from behind the whole season and kind of turned it on. There is a chance that we have both Hollywood Brown and Rashee Rice by the playoffs, in which case our wide receiver room would look. They wouldn't have they wouldn't have all of the reps together like we would have needed all season, but we would at least have some talent out there on the field when it mattered. So we will see. If it's a PCL, it's 6 to 8 weeks, so which really means 10 weeks, which really gets us right into the playoffs.
That's right.
Unless he tries
playoff
to be
time,
like
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, which
No, they're not going to do that, and especially with him probably getting suspended next year, they might just sit him and let him rehab. But we will see. We will know.
Remember about that?
No, but what do we think about Aaron Rodgers since he's actually been back with a whole new team?
I think his age is starting to show.
You think so?
Wait, hang on. Because I don't want the smoke about Aaron Rodgers. I do like Aaron Rodgers a lot.
Wasn't it
as a
Ryan
player.
who said that he was washed up?
No, he's not washed. He had a bad game. He threw 3 picks, I believe. I think it was 3. I think it was like his first 3 interception game.
I don't know. The game started out so
But,
boring.
Yeah, honestly,
It was early. I was like, this isn't exciting.
he's playing overseas. Those games are always weird. It's sort of like a Thursday night game. You never know what you're going to get.
I, for one, felt nostalgic of seeing Sam Darnold hand the Jets an L as he used to when he was on the team, but now handing it to him.
By the way, shout out to Colby Kelly, who was like, you really have to sit down with me and tell me how to play fantasy football.
Yeah, even though she like ripped off 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
do you realize you have the same record as me in the league? And
Yeah.
she goes, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm like,
Sidebar.
it might be good.
Yeah.
Her poor team has like 6 players out.
Yeah, she really needed to look at that for this week.
This week would have been.
She couldn't have done last
clutch.
week. No, she had to beat me last week. But
And of course, John Stone's winning again this week.
Oh, by the way, shout out to
I did beat Michael Ray, so that's good.
Atlanta throwing 154 yards London's way, so you could get 33 points off one player.
yeah, keeping me alive.
BS.
Hey, man. You play to win the game.
You played to win the game. All right,
It's going to be a close one tonight. We'll see.
it's.
I need Kareem Hunt to do real well.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've got a 60% win probability, but that means nothing.
Nothing.
We've seen this movie before.
Yeah, currently we're just projected 4 points away from each other. So
Yeah.
we will, if it's a Chris
Fingers-
Olave fest, then it's
Oh.
over for me. If we see some Kareem Hunt touchdowns.
I just need
Maddie, help!
I need Kareem Hunt for my other league to at least just get 1.6 points.
Great. Let's go. Let's go Chiefs. He will get He will get 1.6. I'm going to tell you that right now.
By the way, one of the heads of my label just got demolished by me in the other fantasy league that I'm in.
Oh, you're finally not 0-5 or
I'm
whatever.
finally- yeah. Dude, every year in that league, I just absolutely
Well, isn't it
Bite
like
it,
a 12-person league?
it's weird. Their scoring system is strange and whatever. I'm got more than one win going into week 6, so
I feel
I'll
like
take it.
football's going by so fast already.
I know. Pretty soon it's going to be gone, so enjoy it while you can.
It's sad.
Why do we
Go
keep
Chiefs.
making people sad? All right, let's go to the movie. Movies. We were doing Rebel Ridge this week, which was a movie on Netflix, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. 2024 film, action/thriller, 2 hours and 11 minutes, rated R, 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, Rotten Tomatoes. It's the number 7 most popular movie available on Netflix, which we all know 7's my lucky number. So I thought it was fantastic just for what it was, the style of movie that they made, the fact that it was on Netflix, but it looked fantastic. Like a lot of the scenes that they shot look absolutely amazing. And I honestly thought Don Johnson played a really good bad guy.
Don Johnson as a bad guy is wonderful.
Yeah.
It truly is. I did not see the movie though. I did listen to Rebel. So that counts. And then I listened to Young Love and Saturday Nights right after. So I feel like I got like 30% there.
It's a really good, entertaining watch. I loved. Who was the main actor? Because I loved him.
Aaron Pierre.
He was great.
fantastic.
And who was
He
the
was
female
fantastic. Anna Sophia Robb.
lead? Okay, she looked so familiar, and I could not. She kind of reminds me of Dakota Fanning. That's probably why. But
Well, she was in Bridge to Terabithia, Soul Surfer.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
oh, that's why.
Yeah,
She was
Race
Violet.
to Witch
Yep.
Mountain because of Winn-Dixie.
Yes, that's
That's why.
exactly. Oh,
That's
yeah.
Or maybe if you watched The Carrie Diaries on CW
Yeah.
No, I never watched that. But
or Soul Surfer.
So-
you seem
I
like
said
a
Soul Surfer,
Oh, did
yeah.
you?
I did watch.
Seems
No,
like a Soul
Yeah.
Surfer.
Well-
No, go ahead and get that out,
Yeah,
please.
it's fine.
well,
It's
also
fine.
because of when Dixie was one of my favorite books and favorite.
Yeah.
I love that they turned into a movie, and because the dog in the movie was my favorite dog at the animal show. He was a sweetheart, Mason. Loved him. Bacardi Shepherd. Anyways, I loved the movie.
She just went animal. full just.
What
Here we go.
in the world?
Yeah, but I loved the movie. I thought it was very entertaining, really good for a Netflix film. I would have probably seen it in theaters.
James Cromwell was in it too, and I love him. He's such a great actor.
Did you read the rundown?
yeah. No.
I did not. Oh my God, I suck. Hang on.
It's like you went straight to the
Yeah, I
Rotten
was
Tomatoes.
I was talking about it and how much I liked it. And a former Marine confronts corruption in a small town when local law enforcement unjustly seizes the bag of cash he needs to post his cousin's bail.
That's all they put?
That's all they put.
Wow. There's way more to the story than
There's
that.
a lot more going on than that, but it's really an interesting. Like you can kind of see where it's going from the beginning. I don't feel like there was like a lot of twists and turns or like a big reveal of any kind, but I enjoyed the movie.
Well, you could pretty much see where it's going, but I also like the direction that they did take in some of it. But the crazy part is how this is probably actually happening in some places.
Well, there actually is a twist at the end,
Yeah.
which is really cool. You should watch it.
Okay.
It's worth a watch.
Now, it's time.
Is it?
It is spooky season,
It's spooky season.
and Ryan's not here to stop us.
You're absolutely right. And might I send out? Have you seen this one yet?
No.
No.
Quite interesting.
Is it old?
Quite no, it's brand new.
At first, I thought that you just had Deliverance,
No,
which
no,
is
no.
a much different movie. I was like,
The Deliverance.
paddle faster. I hear banjo music.
The Deliverance, 2024 on Netflix. Glenn Close.
Is it good?
It's a possession movie.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
You get to see Glenn Close in a very, very different role than you've ever seen her before.
Okay. The Deliverance. That's what we're watching.
Might I make the notion? It is not suitable for children or anyone that has aversions to anything, pretty much. If you're a sensitive person, I would not watch this movie. It gets pretty intense.
With a lot of horror films, especially around October, there's not going to be a lot of levity in any of these. Some of them will just not be for you. So if you're squeamish, you don't like
Dark themes,
themes.
language,
Yeah,
etc. Just
stick away
skip
from
these,
it.
skip these.
Yeah, you don't got to watch the movie.
You can watch James Cromwell in Babe. It's a great movie.
Babe is a great movie.
He won,
Also,
an Academy Award for it. So
That'll do, pig.
That'll do.
That'll do.
Hey, see, we're all talking about animals.
Yeah, I know. That's enough from the bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Deliverance
It's-
on Netflix.
Is this like super heavy?
It gets there. Yeah.
Oh, God, Josh, what are you doing to us?
Here's the thing. I've told you this over and over again. If it's possession, I'm okay. If it's like insidious horror or gore, that's when I'm out. But if you give me like,
So, like Terrifier 3, you're probably not down.
I don't even know what that is, but probably not.
Oh, I'll.
But like if there's something wrong with the house or a kid gets possessed or there is like a Catholic church, because nothing's scarier than the Catholic church, and I grew up Catholic, so it's fine. I'm good. I'm good on all of those. But if you get me like there's a guy and he cuts people, I'm out. I can't watch those.
Are there even going to be any like good Halloween movies released in theaters this year?
Terrifier 3 actually comes out.
Practical Magic 2 in development right now.
Ooh, I don't. Oh, they better not ruin it.
They won't.
This is
Sandra would never.
Yeah.
I'll show you a clip from this later, but if it makes you feel any better, it's literally a clown with pointed teeth who's painted black and white, does not speak, and is holding a garbage bag and a saw. So that should tell you all you need to know about that movie.
I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm out.
Exactly.
I'm out. Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's like disturbing. Evidently, they just went even further down the rabbit hole.
Oh, we do have one releasing this month. What?
Oh, Smile 2.
Smile 2.
I don't like the angle that they took for this, where it's a music artist. I'm like,
So
I didn't like how Smile 1 ended, but
So it was great leading up to the ending.
yeah,
So I'm curious. I
Maybe
want to see the second one.
they might be able to redeem it. They might make it less.
Are they going to put people in the fan stands again, just like this?
I hope so.
Because that was creepy. That was great marketing on their part.
okay. The Deliverance is the movie for next week. Let's go to the hot take.
Hot take!
What is the best way to cook an egg? And there's only one answer to this.
Unbelievably, there's many answers to this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You are technically correct, but there's one right answer to this, and it's scrambled.
No.
You can put scrambled eggs on a breakfast sandwich. You can eat scrambled eggs by themselves.
Nope.
Some people like a runny yolk. I understand that, and I've had it over easy, over medium. Like I've had all those things. Scrambled eggs are a staple. I remember sitting at the table with my grandfather and my grandmother when she would make scrambled eggs at her house. My mom made me scrambled eggs as a kid. I make scrambled eggs at my house. It's scrambled.
No, you're missing the point. The best way to cook an egg is bold because
What was that word? Is that in a bowl? Bold? Bold? BOLD?
Say it again. You just did this to yourself, by the
Okay.
way.
I love bold eggs.
I love when you just bowl them right down there and get a strike.
boiled
There you go.
There it is.
boiled eggs because what do boiled eggs make?
Now it's like she's giving it extra syllables.
Boiled.
Deviled eggs. They make deviled eggs, which is why they're the best way
No,
to make an egg is
you're wrong.
have to boiled.
Wow.
Boiled. Duh. Josh.
Bold? I still
Josh,
can't-
rebuttal.
I still can't get over bold.
Boiled eggs. Yeah.
That's a. Oh,
That's how I say a lot of OIL words like that, unfortunately.
So
if you have to change the oil in your car, what do you say?
all.
Ol.
All?
Oh my God, that's the Grand Ole Opry.
Ol.
All red? What are you talking about?
I have to change my ol.
Go ahead, Josh. Just go ahead.
If you're planting a garden, do you get some top soul?
Actually,
Just play anything from Motown for your garden.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Top
I
soul.
apologize for me.
I'm a soul man.
But
It's a guy that
we
does
never
like-
knew it was
but
the
he
guy
does-
doing
he's a
lawn
gar-
care.
He's a
Yeah.
gardener. I didn't know.
Oh God.
Doom, 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 doom. I would like my answer to be eggs are disgusting and I do not eat them and I would like to abstain from this. However,
What?
yeah, I said it.
what?
Yes, I said it. However,
Do you like chicken?
yeah. I like ketchup, but I don't like tomatoes. Not everything makes sense, Chris. Not everything makes sense.
You don't make sense right now. Neither one of y'all is making any sense. Go ahead. Tell us what your pick is.
But if I had to pick one, I have had a good fried egg once. I like a good fried egg. So I'm going to go with fried because this is America and we like to fry things.
All right. Thank you guys, as always, for joining us.
So it's scrambled,
Boiled, boiled, and fried.
and fried.
You have to spell it bold. BOWLED. Thank you guys, as always, for joining us here at the Quad with Chris Young. Ryan, we love you. We miss you. Be safe, buddy. From Monsell, Josh, Haley, and myself, we love you guys. How about them Cowboys?